Hey y'all, so I wanted to get on here today just to talk to y'all about, being patient and literally waiting for God. He may have given you the vision, you may have had a dream about the promises that He has made for you, the covenant that He has established with you in your relationship with Him. And sometimes, when we get that vision, we think it's supposed to happen right now. Like, God, thank you so much for the vision. When is it coming? Right? But we have to remember that God prepares us for that. So He may have given us this vision, but we may not be mature enough to handle the promise yet. There may be work that we need to do. There may be work that we need to do spiritually, work that we need to do based on our character and decisions that we make, things that we need to grow in, okay? And so it's important that we just remain patient for Him because His time is always perfect. His time is always the right time. And when we wait on Him and not rush the promise, we won't run into counterfeits. Well, we will run into counterfeits, but we won't take everything that comes to us as a way to say, oh, this is the promise. We won't just accept any old thing. Being patient means we're waiting. We're waiting to hear His voice. We're seeking His face constantly and waiting for Him to show us, right, at the right timing. And so when we rush these things, sometimes we end up with counterfeits. Sometimes we end up with delaying the promise because we are accepting less than what He has for us, okay? And I know that in Habakkuk chapter 2, it talks about that, about, waiting and about how His timing is right. And I did want to pull up a scripture really quick. It's Habakkuk 2, verse 4. And it says, look at the proud. They trust in themselves, and their lives are crooked. But the righteousness will live by their faithfulness to God. So, if you're trying to do this thing on your own, if He gave you this promise and you're trying to rush it and decide on what you think is best for you, look at what happens. It says their lives are crooked. Do you want your life to be crooked? Because I know I don't. Right? I want to have nothing but righteousness. The righteousness are those that will live by the faithfulness of the Lord. So just be patient. Continue to wait on Him. His timing is always the perfect timing. What He has for you is always the best. And so during this time, there are things that He wants you to do while you're waiting, things that He wants you to do, and to not focus on that right now, but to focus on what areas you need to grow in, what character building do you need to do during this time. So enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, because you are learning more about yourself, you're learning more about God, you're growing spiritually, and you're learning more about the path that you're on so that you can use that as a way to bless others, so that if they are ever in a situation where they are waiting on God, that they will know, this is what I did, this is how I waited, this is what worked for me. Okay? I pray this is a blessing to you, and y'all have a good day.